Hey everybody, so check this out. This is one of our one and done flutes. This is a very, very special piece here. Very special piece. If you see this video and you love this flute, the first one to reach out to me is the one that can purchase this flute. It is a higher end item, lots and lots of artwork on it, amazing sound. Many hours went into this, but it is a gorgeous, gorgeous piece, and I am going to show it to you and explain to you what it's all about. It is Alaskan cedar. It has Hawaiian koa accents, and we got some unique banding in there. We have a really nice big band at the top. We have owl wing sound blocks on there, and really elaborate wood burning. My wife tells me this is the favorite one she's ever seen me do. Really put a lot of time and energy into it. I was inspired while I was drawing this. So many hours, more hours went into the artwork than did for the flute by far. And the theme of the art, this flute here, the theme, the energetic theme of the way it was created and the artwork that was put into it, to me is going to represent going into the dark places to seek the light, to come out the other side and be in the light. And so what we have here is the owl, right? We have the owl, and it's always meant that to me. It can mean death and rebirth. It can mean going into the darkness, being able to see clearly in the darkness, things like that. And so the other thing we have is plant medicine on this. And I just went with it, and I just decided to do this vining kind of wrapped around knot style vine design around the artwork that I put on around these owls. And as I was creating it, I was inspired to actually put some of the leaf and flowering and the inner part of the tree to mimic the look of the ayahuasca plant. And that is a South American sacred medicine that many people in the States have been using for healing and for doing exactly what I said, going into the dark places of themselves to heal and to become lighter, to let go of our pain, our problems, to have deep insights, and to come out of those ceremonies lighter. I actually don't do those ceremonies, but many people that I sell drone flutes to, especially, and they often play them in those type of ceremonies, are really find value in those ceremonies. So I felt like when I was doing this vine work that I would just honor all plant medicine, even though it represents that plant there. It can represent just plant medicine in general. The plains people use tobacco, some people use, all sorts of different plant medicines for prayer, for healing, and so that's what we're doing here. We're honoring that, and again, we're bringing in that energetic theme of going to the dark places so that we can be lighter. So I hope you like that. And now let's talk about the sound quality. Guess what? We got another flute with a new feature on it. You see that thing here? We got a little string attached. It's just tied on here. I'm not going to make that permanent. I'll let whoever put it however they want. But this is a plug, and it has Hawaiian koa wood fastened onto cork, as you can see right there. Cork slides in nice and firm, and gives it a good seal. When this plug is pulled, it changes the drone note. And so that is an awesome feature. And so here we are with that classic design I've been doing for less than a year now, probably about 6 months, and that is the lower Contra bass drone to drone with a fourth above this fundamental. So in this case, it's G sharp 432 hertz droning with a C sharp Aeolian 432 hertz. And the most common ones I've been making are the F sharp Bs, also make the G Cs, and I can make G sharp, C sharp. This one is that. And so let's talk about the perks of why that is, what the benefits of the higher pitch one is. First off is closer finger holes, right? A couple people that have gotten the F sharp B have been a little bit challenged in the finger spread here. And this one at the C sharp, low C sharp, it only has 1 3/8 finger spread. That is about the same as a low E 1-inch bore flute. That's really not a large flute. It is a little bit longer this way, so you have to reach a little bit, but it really takes the cramping out. It makes the reach comfortable for women, for you know, smaller players that don't have quite the reach. It's going to help people with arthritis. So that is a huge perk about having it be a little bit higher pitch. And the other thing about it is that when we do those F sharp Bs, this is an 1 1/4 bore. F sharp is actually almost too long for an 1 1/4 bore. I make F sharps in an 1 1/2 bore sometimes. Make Fs in an 1 1/2 bore. My Contra bass F drones are usually in an 1 1/2 bore. So when we put that F sharp, what that means is that the bottom note is going to be a little bit more sensitive. It's going to blow over more easily. You're going to have, you know, at least intermediate playing skills and really be able to have good breath control in order to, you know, prevent it from blowing over. And so the shorter flutes like this G sharp, C sharp here, it just has that much more oomph to it. It has a little bit more power you can put behind it. And I know a lot of players, they like to put their energy into it, or when they're praying or meditating with a flute, they just want to groove into it and they want to be able to play with more breath pressure. Yes, you do have to still have breath control. These are pretty advanced flutes, you know. This is not the same as an A minor single flute. However, it's going to be a lot more stable than the lower keyed flutes. So those are two super awesome reasons. And when you pull the plug, instead of it droning at a G sharp, it becomes a normal C sharp Aeolian drone flute. So then when you're playing this note, instead of it droning at the G sharp, you pull the plug and then it'll drone just as a normal drone, 2 C sharps. So with a pull of a plug, you basically get 2 flutes in one. You get the Contra G sharp, C sharp, and 432 hertz drone, and you just get regular low C sharp Aeolian. So I'll play it for you. Again, this is one and done. This is the only chance that you get to buy it, first come, first serve on here. And it's a gorgeous, gorgeous piece, one of a kind. And I hope I'm sure whoever becomes the owner is going to really love this guy. I'll play it a little bit without effects, and then we'll add the effects to let you enjoy it even more. If you're new to our flutes or our YouTube channel, subscribe, and you can see many art pieces like this and hear lots of beautiful sounds. So, okay, I'll play it for a little while, then I'll add the mic. Get it while you can. Real special piece.